Good. So I'm in the car with Michael and Alex, and the autonomous drive system. We should call that the other driver, shouldn't we? In some ways, I guess.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Do you give the driver a name, or you just call it your AI?
Yeah, I call it HAF. We call it HAF. It's
Oh, okay.
like highly automated driving, like the German abbreviation for it.
Yeah, fine. No, it works for me.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. This is going to be exciting for sure.
Yes.
So, unlike most drivers, I reckon you're now hoping or going to try and find a traffic jam. Am I right?
Exactly. We do exactly what usually you want to avoid.
Yeah.
We're looking for a traffic jam.
Yeah. One thing I'd just like to point out, we're not in an electric car. In case anyone watching and listening with good hearing is thinking it's a beautiful car, but it is a combustion car, not an EQS or an EQC or something like that.
That is right.
But obviously that's the direction we're going with all of this.
Right. Yep. So we're going to the I-10.
Okay.
And hoping for a traffic jam. So
Yeah.
what we could do is talk about maybe differences between level 2 and level 3 driving, about what did we do to get a vehicle into safe driving in a level 3 SIE level 3 mode, additional sensors, redundancy and all that.
Yeah, redundancy is very interesting, and definitely engagement, disengagement.
Yes.
That particular moment is very interesting to try and understand.
And then the last 5 years I focused on this automated driving on the Drive Pilot.
Yeah.
And I've specialized on, let's say, fleet management for field validation, but also data analysis, and handling huge amounts of data to find the weak spots.
Sure. Sure. And given you've been on that journey then for some time, getting to this point in time, is it exponential? Are we getting there quicker with each year that passes, if that makes sense?
Let's say it that way. So the first step was a hard one for us. Gen 4, we only had level 2 systems. The Gen 5, as we call that is our first level 3 system that we have, driving wise. Parking, different story. But for driving on the road, this really is the first time we do that. And let's say that way, we often had hard times figuring things out and solving issues, getting the sensors to let's say to a level where we need them. But I think now, knowing all that and having all the methods and tools like IT tools on board, we will be much better and quicker for future generations. Because now we understood what the difference is between developing a level 2 system and a level 3 system.
Yeah. Now language and expression are very, very important, in communication terms, etc.
Yeah.
Where are we, do you think, in the use of the word autonomous vehicle? Because that says, I know what it says to me. It suggests if it's an autonomous vehicle, it drives itself.
Yeah.
And what's your sense of that word? And
so what we say, we always put in this additional word. It's like conditional automatic driving. I would not call it like fully autonomous. The driver has to be in the vehicle. The driver has to be ready to take over. But when let's say, when the situation is within the rule set that we have defined, then the vehicle does the driving job on its own.
Sure.
The customer can now take hands off the wheel, start maybe writing an email, surfing in the internet, playing a game, all within our command system.
Right.
For example, just as an example, use the browser. What I do, because I'm the safety driver, I always have one hand close to the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm always be very aware of things that are going on.
But if anything's here, so if that guy suddenly swerved in front of us,
which one?
any of these cars.
Yeah. Maybe that happens
or
because
this one
people
here,
do that.
BMW
You see?
just pulls in front of us.
That would be. I hope it will happen because it happens all the time in LA.
Yeah.
So this vehicle will then react accordingly.
Instantly.
So, what you can see is we are conservative. We keep more space than the others, which leads that people will use that space. But then again, we just adjust that to the new vehicle. We also can see that in the display here. And we're just following traffic. So we do no lane change.
Right.
And max speed in Drive Pilot mode is 40 miles per hour.
Okay, right. So after that, how does it disengage? What does it tell you?
Exactly. So if I want to disengage, I just press the button. I do that.
Yep.
And now it tells me Drive Pilot off, so I'm responsible from now on again. I can switch it back on. And I can also switch it off by accelerating or by
That's like cruise control. Yeah, it's like cruise control.
Yeah. And when the system disengages, it gives me 5 to 10 seconds to take over. So if there would be a situation that it cannot handle, and I can show you how that would look like, I just use the blinker, then it would start, take control of vehicle.
Now, I see, yeah.
And now I would need to take over by pressing the button.
Got it. Okay, I'm not going to name a name, but there is a certain company that appears to have delivered to its customers fairly advanced vehicle autonomy or driverless autonomy or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
What's your sense of that? I don't want to be specific because I don't want to, you know, make it.
It always depends on how you describe what you have.
Yeah.
Do you have a system that can do lots of, let's say, different tasks of driving and the driver is still in command? Or do you say, we have, like, I give you this one scenario, but I can do that for 100% and I'm that sure that I will pay the bill if things go wrong?
Sure.
Yeah, that is the main difference of this unknown company that does maybe things different. So this is a step-by-step approach. Right now.
Yeah, you're naturally, because you're an established blue chip brand, a global brand.
Yeah.
You are, and quite rightly, risk averse.
Exactly.
So you will always do things in very steady increments.
Yeah.
Rather than saying, let's just go for it and fingers crossed.
Exactly. That is the one view. The other view is we know our customers and we know they need time to. That is exactly what you said. They need time to learn how the system operates, and so we give them. You know how we started with Distronic.
Yeah.
And where we are now. That took 20 years, or maybe 15. If you would have given 15 years ago somebody a Distronic system like today, that would have probably not worked well. And I think it's the same here. You cannot expect a driver to come from his manual gear shifting car and sit into a fully automatic car, maybe even without a steering wheel. That people would just not trust the system.
Yes.
You need to get leverage.
We are now going to see level 4 autonomy in automatic valet parking. So we're here at a rather swanky hotel in the middle of Los Angeles, and Mercedes and Bosch, who are doing this together, are going to show us behind here a car being valet parked by itself. Nobody in it, automatically, safely, fingers crossed. I'm sure that's paramount in truth, but we'll see that very soon. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm quite excited by it. All this stuff is happening ever more quickly, more reliably. Fundamentally, it's got to be safe, of course. That's the prerequisite of all of it. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen. There it goes on its merry way. Level 4 autonomy, Bosch, Mercedes-Benz. I think it's pretty cool.